Welcome to Abhyaas Lawprep. Today we are here to discuss about the strategies for studying the current affairs for CLAT 2024. So many people have a confusion in reading the current affairs because there's a lot of content, diversified topics, what to read, what not to read, where to read. So there's a lot of confusion among the students who are preparing for current affairs. But the thing is, in the final CLAT examination out of 120 marks, 28 to 32 marks is exclusively dedicated for this current affairs section. So it is not easy to just leave it aside, because if you can able to score at least 20 to 25 marks, it is very much helpful for entering into better NLE. Because the time allocation for preparing the current affairs, writing the current affairs in the final examination, hardly 10 to 15 minutes. Within these 10 to 15 minutes, you can easily score 25 marks. The rate of return on investment is very much high. So, let us see how to approach what is the strategy to study the current affairs for CLAT 2024. First, how to study. So, generally, for studying the current affairs, newspaper is the better source and only source as per the experts. But how to read that newspaper? Do we need to read in depth of all the 16 pages in a Hindu newspaper, or whatever it can be in an Express, it can be Times of India, it can be anything? Do we need to study in depth regarding each and every article or every page of the news? No. The clear no. So you need not read the newspaper in detail. Reading the editorials is not required for class students for current affairs point of view. Reading editorial is necessary just to improve the reading skill. Reading editorial is necessary for reading more number of passages to improve the speed. But for current affairs point of view, do we need to read the newspaper in detail? Do we need to read editorial in detail? No. The clear no. We need not required to read the editorial. We need not read the newspaper in depth. Then, how to read the newspaper? Just focus on headlines and subheadings of every topic. If the topic is important, just Google search the topic to know the facts of the topic. So these are the two main things which is required based on the news for current affairs: headlines and subheadings, and Google searching the topic. See, these are the sample news cuttings from the paper. Just read the headline. Food labels to have QR code to have the visually disabled. And subheading, FSSAI as a quick response. That means from the main headline and subheading, you got the required input. So this is for visually handicapped on food labels by scanning the QR code released by FSSAI. So 4 important aspects have covered in this particular news headline and subheading. So this is required, and search this topic in the Google search Wikipedia, search FSSAI data in the Wikipedia, search this QR code regarding information in the Wikipedia, you can get the important aspect which is required for your exam. So this is how every topic you need to approach from the news. Just reading the headline and subheading and Google searching the topic. Now, what to study? Now you know already how to study the news, how to study the current affairs from the news. Then what to study? Which is important, which is not important? Let us have a discussion. As the previous CLAT examination held in December, so now we need to focus from January. So the important topics from January to November 2023 is very much important, because exam is scheduled on December 3. So Jan to November is most sufficiently required. So sufficiently enough. So important issues from January to November. Most discussed issues, we need to select few topics from these months. What are those topics? First, most discussed topics. For example, same-sex marriage. So it is most debated topic, most discussed topic. Next, unique to that particular, as we are in 2023, we are preparing for exam 2024, exam scheduled in December 2023. You need to identify the topic which is unique of that particular year. World Cup, electric race, electric car race, these World Cup will not happen every year. It's like cricket World Cup. Will not happen every year. So these are the unique to this particular years and issues that affect India. So you need to identify the topic which may affect India. As you know now, Israel-Palestine war conflict. So this might affect India because whether India is pro to Palestine or whether India is pro to Israel. So international community is trying to ask the decision of India, whom you will approach, like that. So next, Russia-Ukraine war, which is very much affecting because the food prices, everything, the oil prices, everything depends on the Russia-Ukraine war. So this is how you need to select the topic. First, the most discussed topic, unique topic of that particular year, and issues that affect India. So in this manner, if you can able to identify the topics, it is very much helpful for your preparation. So from present to past approach, that means as now you are in October, let's start reading the topics from October to January. Because if you identify the topics in the previous exams, suppose in 2020 October, exam held in 2020 October, and they have taken the topics from these months. Exam held in 2021 June, topic they have taken from these months. That means if you analyze the previous papers from which months they are asked the question, the most important observation you may get is last 3 months before the exam is very much important, and 6 months before the exam is safe game, and 1 year before the exam is you can attempt any question. So that means if you are starting the preparation now, let's start that reading the topics from now on. So first, now you are in October, start reading the topics of October first, then go back to September, then go back to August, July, June, like that you go back to January. Don't start from January and end up with November. Start from October and end up with January, so that you can cover more number of important topics which have a possibility of getting the asking the examination. So instead of going from Jan to Feb, let's go from October to Jan, so that you can cover more number of topics if you are in June. If you are already reading from the January, you are very much in the game, you can easily get good score. But if you are just starting the preparation now, let's follow this approach. From present, go back to past. Then where to study. You have covered how to study. You know what to study. From where to study. So this is the most confusing part. As we already know, you need to select the items from the newspapers. So newspaper headlines is the prime source of asking the questions. And next, Abhyaas news board for the convenience of the students, those who are preparing for CLAT. Every month we are releasing the magazine which we call as a news board, which covers only important aspects of the previous month. So you can download all the news boards. You can start preparing from October, September, August, July, likewise go back to January. So for the convenience of our students, we will give the link of this news board. We will give the link of our portal at the end of the video and available in the description, so that it is easy for you to cover the most important topic, the one-stop solution for your current affairs to get good marks in the CLAT. And important CLAT magazines wherever in the market, if the CLAT magazine is available, so you can also follow that and practice mock tests. So this is the source. How mock tests will help you to identify the important current affairs. See, the mock test, you need the examiner, the different institutions will identify the important topics of that particular month, and they will ask you the questions on those particular topics. At least if you don't know all these things, at least if you write a mock test on daily basis, you can able to know all the important topics of that particular year for CLAT examination. So these are the sources for preparing the current affairs for your CLAT. And the final success mantra, after following all these things, can you get the good score? Can you enter into NLU? The success mantra for this is read, revise and practice. So now we have given you the strategy, how to study, what to study, where to study. And after knowing all these things, if you read these content on a daily basis, simply you will forget. So what to do? Just read the topic, revise the topic, and practice questions on that particular topic. And if you follow this approach for each and every topic which is important of that particular year, easily you can able to write any question on that particular topic. So read, revise, practice. This is the mantra which you need to follow for clearing the NLU, getting the NLU seat in CLAT 2024. So for the convenience, you can always reach out as Abhyaas Lawprep for any query. We will attach our link, our support number in the end of the video, in the description, so that you can always reach us to it. So all the best for your preparation. Keep rocking. Always contact Abhyaas Lawprep for any support. Thank you.